What if the next big leap in obesity treatment isn't just about losing weight, but about losing the right kind of weight? That's exactly what Regeneron's trevogrumab is designed to do. 3 drugs are reshaping how we think about obesity. Semaglutide and tirzepatide lead the pack as GLP-1 therapies, while trevogrumab enters as Regeneron's novel challenger with a very different approach. Here's the catch with today's best weight loss drugs. Up to 40% of the weight people lose comes from muscle, not fat, and that's a serious problem for long-term health. Myostatin acts like a brake on your muscles, suppressing growth, reducing mass, and weakening physical strength. And trevogrumab is designed to release that brake. Trevogrumab works on 3 fronts at once, blocking myostatin's inhibitory signal, preserving lean muscle, and boosting fat loss when paired with semaglutide. In the Phase 2 Courage trial, Regeneron is testing trevogrumab alongside semaglutide and garetosmab together, aiming to combine fat reduction with full muscle preservation. The Courage trial hit full enrollment in November 2024, and with a 26-week primary endpoint, a data readout is expected in the second half of 2025, possibly as early as mid-third quarter. If the data look good, the path forward is clear. A Phase 2 win in 2025 sets up Phase 3 in 2026, with a potential market launch targeting 2028 or 2029. Now let's look at what analysts and investors are actually asking about trevogrumab's chances and commercial future. 4 big questions are driving analyst focus. What counts as a win, whether the drug works alone or only in combination? What the trial's expansion to nearly 1,000 patients signals, and how it stacks up against next-gen GLP-1 rivals. Regeneron today runs largely on Dupixent's success, but trevogrumab is missing from analyst models entirely. A positive Phase 2 readout could change that fast, pushing revenue forecasts meaningfully higher. To understand why trevogrumab matters, it helps to step back and look at just how large and urgent the global obesity crisis really is. More than 1 billion people worldwide are living with obesity. Global rates have tripled since 1990. And in the US alone, 4 in 10 adults are affected. The WHO draws a clear line. A BMI of 25 signals overweight, but once you cross 30 into obesity, the risks for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and other serious conditions climb sharply. Treatment follows a clear progression, starting with diet and exercise, stepping up to GLP-1 medications for higher BMI cases, and reserving bariatric surgery for the most severe situations. The US obesity treatment market is on a steep climb, growing from $11.2 billion in 2024 to a projected $48.5 billion by 2030, a compound annual growth rate of over 24%. GLP-1 drugs dominate the market, but the muscle loss they cause remains unsolved, and with demand surging globally, that gap is exactly where trevogrumab could carve out its place. The competitive field is crowded. Eli Lilly brings tirzepatide and retatrutide, Novo Nordisk is pushing high-dose semaglutide and CagriSema, and Amgen, Pfizer, and Boehringer Ingelheim are all chasing GLP-1 pathways with their own twists. GLP-1 therapies shrink the number on the scale, but don't protect muscle. Trevogrumab flips that script by targeting muscle preservation directly, making it a complement rather than a competitor. Late 2025 is the moment of truth. The Phase 2 readout could launch Phase 3, land trevogrumab in analyst models, and position Regeneron as a serious force in next-generation obesity care.